guys, it's Hannah here and welcome to another video. So in today's video you'll get to know me in a full body stretch. But before I start that, I want to get a bit warm, so I'm actually going to start with a cardio session on the assault bike. So let's start workout. First, a warm up on the bicycle. Finishing my cardio, and then I'm gonna start stretching. And what you can think of when you're stretching is that you can count to 20 minimum seconds when doing it to keep the muscle stretched in an extracted position. So starting with your neck and your trapezius muscle by just leaning your head forward. Don't push your head down, just put your hands on it to get a little more pressure, and then doing the same movement to the sides. You can also put your other hand like I'm doing in this video, and then looking to your sides and down to your armpit. When leaning your head backwards, don't put any pressure on it. Then breathe 3 times while pulling your shoulders towards your ears. Inhale with your nose, exhale with your mouth. When stretching your chest, make sure the angle between your shoulder and arm is more than 90 degrees. And how much you can turn or move your body is individual, so just go as far as you can to feel the stretch in your chest. So I like to start just hanging in something to feel my vertebrae is like straight out, that my spine is straight as it should be. And then I'm using the wall bars to stretch my back, just leaning backwards in different positions, angles and heights. And you know, like the cat does when they're angry, like putting their back upwards. Moving on with the arms, and I'm starting with the back side, which is the triceps. Trying to keep a straight line from my elbow down to my feet. Pressing my elbow towards the middle of my back, or my hand in the middle of my back. Continuing with the front side of the arms, the biceps. Doing a similar stretch like for the chest, but unlike that one, I'm keeping my arm in a 90 degrees angle this time. I'm also stretching my underarms by using a bench or something similar, and you will feel a bit in your lower biceps as well. Moving on to the shoulders, the delts, and here I'm focusing more on the back side, on the adductors or the inward drivers as some like to call them. And a side note to that is that these ones are really important to train if you want to keep your posture straight. You can also stretch like this. And more on your delts, like doing this, both to the sides and in front of you. Stretching your belly by lying down on your stomach, keeping your chest and chin up. If you find it hard using your hands, keeping yourself up, just lie on your underarms, on your elbows. Maybe training your front shank isn't your normal routine, but if you do, here's the way to stretch them. Your back shank actually consists of 2 muscles, or 3, which is the twin muscle, the upper one, and then you have the flat fish muscle. And to be able to stretch the whole muscle, you need to change the position when you're stretching. In this second stretch, your toes should point in front of you in a straight direction, and your heels should be on the ground. The first stretch is more for the flat fish muscle, and the second stretch is more for the twin muscle. And here in the next exercise or the next stretch, it's mostly for the flat fish muscle. Moving on to the hip flexors that you're training when you're training legs, of course, but also when you're training your abs, for example, doing hanging leg raises. You can either stretch like I'm doing here in this video, or you can do the same movement when sitting on your knee. Your back knee on the ground and your front knee in the 90 degrees angle. Your front thighs or your quadriceps consists of 4 different muscles. You can stretch it by standing like this, keeping your knee in a straight line with your hip. And to keep your balance, if you don't want to hold yourself, just look at the point somewhere. You can also do the exact same movement by lying on your stomach on the floor instead, if you prefer that. Or like this, if you want more of a challenge, if you're quite flexible in your hips and front thighs. Either on the floor like I'm doing here, or on a bench with your front leg on the bench and your back leg on the floor, leaning forward. The back thigh or the hamstrings consists of 3 different muscles. To avoid overstretching your knee, keep it a bit bent and try to keep your back as straight as possible when leaning forward. If you're like me and prefer standing, you can do it like this, or using a bench or something else. If you turn your body around, but not your legs except for your feet, you can also stretch the inside of your thighs. And then we have le booty, the most trained body part for females at least, I think. Use the wall bars or something to hold on to and pretend that you're sitting down like on a chair. Put one knee in your lap. Otherwise, you can stand like this using a bench and you do the same movement. Or if you prefer sitting on the floor, do like this. Try to keep your back straight. Or a fourth alternative, lying down like this in the same position. So I'm done for today. I hope you liked this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you do. Follow me on Instagram, it's _Hanna Bäckman_, and yeah, I put it here as well. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It makes so much fun for me to do the videos. So have a lovely day. By the way, just listen to this. The birds. I almost get spring feelings, so I hope it's on its way now.